Yeah, I mean, the plan is to waive Zoe tomorrow. We told him that this morning. It's a really, really difficult move to make because we have so much respect for Zoe. Not only his talent on the court, but his character off the court. He's been fantastic and, just a real pro. He's the kind of person you want on your team. And he's an NBA player. He helped us win a lot of games last year, helped us get to the finals, and he's everything you want from a player in your locker room in terms of being a great teammate, great worker, just a really high character human being. So this is just the way things have fallen out, and the injuries at the center position have put us in this spot along with the hard cap. And we tried to see if there were ways that we could keep Marquise and Zoe, and we just couldn't find any ways. So we need Marquise with the injuries at the center spot and with our general lack of size anyway. And he's had a great camp, and so the plan is for Marquise to make the roster, and everything will become official tomorrow. And we always wait until the last second to make anything official, but that would be the plan. Yes. Then we want to raise these young players to understand what that means, because it's not easy. It means competing every single night. It means weathering storms. It means fighting through a lot of adversity. And our guys have done a great job of that, but it's a difficult thing to do.
What do you need to see from Marquise? What does he need to do to, I guess, show that he's making the most of the opportunity he has right now?
Well, I think he already has made the most of the opportunity. He's a great young man. He's really been fun to coach. He's eager to learn. Very talented athletically. Can run and jump and really move. He's advanced as a passer. I wasn't aware of how well he could screen and pass at the top of the key, and that's been probably the highlight for us, watching him and how effective he is in that spot. I think the biggest growth has to come defensively. We're asking him to play up. He's really a 4 in terms of his size, but we're asking him to play 5. And there's a lot of responsibility there too. So that will come. We're going to continue to work with him and teach him, and Draymond will continue to mentor him, and we'll try to help him everywhere we can.
Steve, obviously you guys have an immediate need at center, but the fact that he's 22 years old and he's a guy you could potentially develop into a bigger role as he gets older, how big of a factor was that in this decision?
Well, I think it's exciting to think about Marquise as a prospect for us for the future. We haven't had a high draft pick here in 7, 8 years. So to get a 22-year-old who was a high lottery pick, it means a lot adding that kind of talent to our roster. Obviously, it doesn't come with the same financial protections because we signed him as a free agent. But if it's a good fit for both sides and we can figure out a way to make it work, and he were to continue to develop, it's a really exciting thought that he could be part of our group for years to come, and that would be the hope, and that's I think that would be something that both sides would be thrilled with, but it's a lot of work ahead.
And one more thing, he said that the reason he came here was because you guys told him that you would give him a fair shot. That was obviously before the injuries. Is that just kind of an organizational philosophy, or was it specifically something with him where you're like, you're special, we're gonna see what you can do?
Well, we are nothing if not honest with all of our players, and we've invited players to camp and told them the opposite, that you don't have an opportunity. So whatever is the truth, that's what we tell them. The players want to hear the truth, and they deserve to hear the truth. And we knew our center position was thin, and we knew that there were a few possible outcomes, and so we gave them
gave him the opportunity to come in and earn a spot, and that's exactly what he did.
Steve, who's starting at small forward tonight, and who is in that mix for the start of the season?
Glenn Robinson will be our starting 3 tonight and opening night. He's had a great camp. I think he's the best fit there. We haven't seen Alec at all because of the injury. So hopefully, before too long, Alec will be back out there and getting into the groove, and we'll be able to see how he fits. But I really like the idea of Glenn in that role right now, and that's how we'll start.
Hey Steve, this is a little off topic, but I was just curious with this. What's your opinion on what the criteria should be for a regular season MVP?
Oh, man. I used to vote on this stuff, when I was a media member, and so I always factored in sort of a combination of individual success and team success. And so I didn't generally vote for anybody who didn't play on a team that was a playoff team. I think it's hard to win MVP if you're not a playoff team. To me, if you're a playoff team and there's a player on that team who deserves to be MVP, and it's clear that he led his team to that spot, that was sort of my guidelines, my unofficial guidelines.
Oh, my turn. Yeah. I know we don't have injury updates, but at this point with your centers, given we don't know where Cologne and where Willie will be, do you have to proceed as if Marquise might be on the floor opening night?
Marquise will be on the floor opening night.
I mean, starting.
Well, there's a chance Looney could start. The plan is for Looney to scrimmage and play these next few days of practice and go full bore. We'll probably have tomorrow off, and then go full bore Sunday, Monday, and we'll see how he handles everything. But if all goes well, then Loon will play. I don't know how many minutes he can play, and then at that point, it might be a matchup thing based on who we're playing. But we'll see when we get there. But Marquise will definitely be out there opening night. He'll play.
Steve, how difficult has it been to establish the things you want to establish defensively when you've had so many bigs who have not been able to play?
Yeah, I think between the centers being injured and the number of young players we're trying to incorporate, we have not established anything at all defensively. We've covered the basics fundamentally every single day in practice. We've talked about schemes. We haven't gotten good at any of them, though. And that takes time. It's a good reminder to the staff and to our veteran players that what we've enjoyed over the last 5 years with kind of this ready-made defensive unit, it's not there anymore. So we have to work every day, and we have to work harder than we've worked in the past to try to forge an identity and to figure out what that identity is. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know what it is right now. So hopefully we'll get those guys back, Looney and Willie, sooner rather than later, and the rookies will start to figure out what they're looking at and what they're seeing, and we can put this together. But at the moment, we are far from a good defensive team. I know that.
Final one.
You just named Glenn Robinson, obviously starting small forward opening night. Kawhi will be in here. How do you think Glenn profiles as a primary defender on those big, good, wings that are obviously all across the league?
Well, we'll see. I mean, I haven't really watched tape of Glenn playing against those guys. We've been busy with so many other issues that are more important at this stage. So we're gonna put him on those guys. The good thing is he's been in the league for a while now, so he generally knows players. He has a scouting report on different players, and he's felt what it's like to go against them. So he'll get a shot, and I think you saw some good things with Eric Pascal the other night guarding LeBron. He handled the strength and quickness really well. LeBron made some tough shots on him, but I wouldn't hesitate to throw Eric on any of those superstar wings. And Draymond obviously is always a possibility. So, you know, we'll kind of go from there, and we'll see how we match up.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.